Hey everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I do these videos just to educate women more on things you can do with your whole food nutrition to match with your hormones and your cycle to get and keep a better result. Stop struggling and fighting your system and just start working with your body to really get the results that you want and know that you can get. I'm the author of the book, The Female Fat Solution, which is on Amazon. And it has a new cover. I haven't gotten mine in the mail yet, but it's up there if you're like, the book on the online looks different. It does. It does. And that's because I got some really exciting stuff coming up. So stay tuned because the book change, the cover is just the beginning of all this really cool stuff happening. Okay. And I am the author of the host of the podcast. Host of the podcast, The Female Health Solution, which is on All Places Podcast. And then I have a YouTube channel, Dr. Beth Westy, which you should subscribe to so that you stay up to date on all the latest and greatest info that is coming out. Now, I wanted to talk about a protein shake, right? This is my morning protein shake. So good. So I just went for a interval run with my husband and dog. And so I'm like a little bit sweaty. It's also raining. It was also like drizzling, not really raining, but drizzling. So you can't tell, but I'm like wet just from the rain and sweat. I'm pretending it's sweat too. But I wanted to show you how I make a protein shake, and this is a boosted protein shake. This is post-workout. Get this in as quickly as possible, preferably 20 to 30 minutes post-workout. Yes, good morning. Morning. Hi, Katie. Katie's also a person, by the way, you guys, Katie Blanchard. If you guys aren't following her, she has amazing hair products and she is all about healthy, clean hair stuff. She's a hairstylist. I learn a lot from her. So anyway, she has a great social media site if you guys are looking for hair stuff. I'm not a super fancy gal, but she knows a ton. If I have questions, I ask her. Okay. So protein shake, 50 grams. And do you need a 50-gram shake? Maybe not, but this is day one. It's July 1st, day one of the 12-week challenge. If you guys have questions about that, you can let me know. But getting your protein in is the number one thing to focus on. Getting your protein in. Why? Because that's going to help build your muscle. It is going to help you boost your metabolism. It is going to help repair everything. It is going to help you battle stress. It is going to help your hormones level out and even out. Protein is where it starts. And in the 12-week challenge, I talk about the right protein amount for you. I talk about getting enough in, how to get it in, protein pacing, all these things, timing of it during your workouts, before, during, after workouts. All that stuff is customized for you specifically to be really successful. So here's an example. This is my protein shake right now. I'm post-run, so I'm trying to get it in too. Now this is 50 grams. Do you need a 50-gram one? Maybe not, but I do. I am 6'2". 6'2". I'm post-football season. My football season is over, but I am now in the sort of post-season recovery phase, working on my next stage of training, which is a gentler training that I do. It's not as heavy lifting. It's not as much power work, not as much plyometric. I'm just doing some intervals and getting more flexibility and mobility in my joints. So that's my biggest goal here, just so you guys know. But this ends up being 50 grams. Are you going to absorb all 50? Probably not, just because of the way the body, absorbs protein. But just so you know, in here, so this is a really big cup, right? It's a lot. This keeps me full for a really long time. And I get it in the morning, before or after a workout, just depending on when I work out. And it really helps boost my metabolism all day. So I start with this as a pea and rice blend chocolate protein powder. There's at least 24 grams of protein there. This is really important. I talked about complete proteins. That's why I start with this. That's the base every time. You cannot use something that's not a complete protein, especially for women, because you're not getting the essential amino acids that you need in. And for women, when you're stressed out, when you have hormone issues, you need the essentials. You need them. And your body doesn't even make all the ones that you are supposed to make, right? So you can't just use a collagen and call it good. It's not enough. It's not the complete for you. Okay. And then I use a nut milk. I used Uber milk. Sometimes I use Ripple. Sometimes I use other things, It's just delicious, but that alone adds 8 grams of protein. I don't need to mix that in. The protein that I have, the protein powder that I use, you don't need to use any other milk or anything to boost it. If you're using a protein powder that says you have to use milk, you're really not getting what you're paying for. You should be able to use just water, right? Just water if you want. And then your shake should provide enough of the nutrients on its own, because that's what you're paying for, right? It makes it really creamy and delicious. So that's why I use it. And it does add a little bit more protein. And again, for me, that's helpful. Adding these little things in helps me get to my protein numbers for the day. So it's just a little extra boost and it's helpful, but not necessary. If I didn't add that, or if I run out, not the end of the world, right? It's totally fine. Because you'll see it later in there, there's coffee. And then I add in my seeds. So this is my pumpkin seed, and this is flax seed. So I do seed cycling as well. My fast and easy way to do seed cycling is I grind it up. I use a coffee grinder, so I buy these whole, raw, organic seeds online, and then I just put them in my coffee grinder and grind them up and put them in a jar, and they last me for at least 2 to 3 months. And I use a tablespoon of each in the shake every morning. Yeah. Hi, Lucy. You started adding hemp protein. Yeah, that's good too. That's really good too. Yeah. But that's just a little addition. Now with adding in a tablespoon of that, there's about 6 grams of protein. Great. I'm not using the seeds for the additional protein. I'm using them for seed cycling for my hormones. So that's what's in there. A little bit of coconut oil, some warm coffee, because I love coffee in my shake. Coffee shake is delicious. But then the coconut oil also adds a little extra healthy fat. Again, I don't need that in there because I have enough healthy fat in my complete protein, but it does help to boost it, and I do add healthy fats right now. So there's that. And then the last piece is collagen. I add a serving of collagen, which is about 12 grams of protein. There's a couple of different brands of collagen that I use, but here's one that I like. This is a grass-fed collagen peptide, right? A serving of it is 12 grams, super duper, right? But again, this is not the only source. This is the booster. This just adds to it. This adds some extra protein. Great, which then I have a shake, and this is a big shake, 50 grams of protein. Now, if I have this at least once a day, I know I can hit my goal for protein by the end of the day. And right now, my goal for protein for the day is about 170 grams. That's a lot. It's a lot of protein. It's a lot of protein to get in, right? But if I do this, now I only need 120, right, to fill the gaps. I can have eggs, I can have chicken, I can, all that other stuff. It's so much easier to fit it in when I really boost a shake. Do you have to do this? No. Are you going to absorb 100% of that? No. And again, we can talk about all of that, why that's important or why you don't absorb 100% of it, but at least you're getting your total numbers up there. And for the 12-week challenge, this is the number one thing that makes the fastest difference for women. So in this 12-week challenge, I'm doing it too. I'm doing it with everybody who enrolled in this challenge, which is really fun. And it's day 1 right now. So we are talking about getting all the protein in. So this is my favorite way to boost it in a shake, to get my favorite protein shake in the morning. Again, I am post-run. I'm getting it all over too. It's fine. It's fine. It's delicious. And I'm seed cycling. I'm getting all my proteins in. This is a plant-based one. You can use a whey protein. I recommend an undenatured whey protein. Grass-fed. Again, even my collagen is grass-fed because that's higher in conjugate linoleic acid, which also helps you burn more fat. So there is a purpose for all of those things. I know it seems fancier too, but there is really a purpose for going grass-fed. So that is what I got for you guys today. If you have any questions, let me know. If you are wondering about protein for you, or wondering about how to really boost a shake for you, yeah, so many different things that you can do to add to your shake. But you'll see I don't add bananas. I don't add all that other stuff. You can, but I don't, because I don't need it. Carrie, so many big words. There's a rhyme and reason for all these other things. And it's really important to understand, like, yes, you can use regular whey protein that you just buy, or, oh, look, I got it on sale. Okay. But sometimes if you're stuck at a plateau, or if you're stuck somewhere and you're like, I don't understand why I'm not getting the right result, it literally can be because your body's not getting in the right ingredient to absorb. So you're not actually getting it, or it's not actually helping your body burn fat, or maybe you're getting just 20 grams of protein or something, and you're not really adding and boosting it up to get the right amount for you for the day. So these are things that I help women with. This is what we're doing in the 12-week challenge. This is what it is all about. It is day 1. I am so excited. Yeah, so this is what I got for you guys today. Again, if you have questions, I have a book on Amazon. I have a podcast with tons of information. And of course, I have my 12-week challenge, which is meal guide grocery list that takes you through this entire thing step by step, and I guide you through it, tailoring and tweaking it just for you personally so you get the most out of it. All right. Whew. All right, so let me know if you guys need any other help, if you have any other questions. But yeah, it's day 1. It's July. I'm excited. All right, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.